Okay, chem students, so I'm going to show you how to do part 5, and you guys have this guide on how to do all the different videos. We already did 1 and 2 on Wednesday, December 2nd. You posted that on Flipgrid. You guys will do videos part 3 and 4 together as you collect the water and then clean it and show your results. And I've already made videos embedded right here. Oh wait, not right there, sorry. Right here, and right here. So I've made 3 separate videos linked together in the instructions. And right now what I'm doing is the part 5 video that I'm going to embed in here as well, so that you guys can see how to make the last part, which is part 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What you guys are going to do is, since every period has a different pear deck for this, it says right here to open the pear deck notes we did together in class on the 3 steps for cleaning water using the P&G packets. Create another video where you screencast yourself narrating and explaining how the packets work and the chemistry behind cleaning the water. Use the notes with visual examples of how each steps work. This is from our pear deck notes the very first time we started learning about these packets. So what I did was I went into every single class's class work page and I put links in directly, because there's a couple ways you can access these, and every period has a different pear deck link. So I just did it based on your period. So if you all go to the Google Classroom and then open up video 5 links. Now I may move this around. I think we can get to it. I'm actually going to assign it starting this week. So I think I'm going to leave it in this week just so that you guys know where to find it. So video 5 links, if you open that up, there's 2 different ways that you can do this video, okay? You can either open up the first link, which is going to open up a Google Doc. So let me open that up. Now, just FYI, what I see is different than what you see. I see all students' Google Doc responses from their pear deck and all of your notes on this at once. That's why I have so many of them. I'm just going to pick a random one here. Let me just grab one up. It may or may not have good answers, so I don't know who I'm opening, but you can use either this to explain how we clean the water, and I'll tell you right now, 100% view is too small, so I would go up to 200% view. And then what you do is you just scroll down to where the 3 steps were. So this was, if you remember, this was the video on how we clean the water, right? And then right here is where we start responding. So the 3 steps, the first step is coagulation. So if I'm doing this video, I would say, how does the P&G packets clean the dirty water? Step 1 is that the coagulant is added to the dirty water, and the coagulant is the positive charge cation seed crystal. And so these images are a little small for me. So I actually would probably not choose to use this. If you guys feel like you have better answers on this doc and you like the way it's done here, then go for it and continue on and then keep going. So you would just keep going with coagulant is the positively charged seed crystals, and then the coagulation works because it's attracted to the negative charged dirt particles. You know, here's your answer here. And then you're just going to keep going through all these things. And look, this person doesn't have all of the answers. You can see, like right here, it stops, and that's not good. You want to get all the way through all the steps of the cleaning until you get right here. So you need to explain all 3 steps using the visual aids. But for this person, they don't have good responses in these notes. So if I was this person, I would say, I don't really want to use this. Number 1, it's super small. And so I'm going to end up going back to my classroom, and I'm going to decide to just actually sign in to the pear deck. So again, this is your choice. I'm going to choose to sign into the Google, I'm sorry, not Google, the Pear Deck, because number one, not only does it give you the ability to edit again, like if the answers weren't good, you don't want to make a video in this part where you've got the wrong answers and you're talking incorrectly, or you'll get a lower grade. So I would suggest using the Pear Deck. You should already have stuff showing up that has the correct answers. And if not, you can actually go in and you can see you can edit it. So I'm going to actually click on what you should see. So here's an example. Number one, you see you've got a bigger screen with the answers. So it's a lot easier to do your screencast and explain. Step one is coagulation. Coagulation is positive charged seed crystals that we call cations. Then go to the next screen. And this one is, I don't know if I can switch the view here. Your view will be much better. Again, it's really tricky for me to try to show you all these things in the teacher mode, but it is what it is. I'm just going to go like this. Okay, so the second thing is the charge is a negatively charged particle. You guys will be able to do this much smoother. Like you'll have, this is what yours will look like when you're in Pear Deck, and it'll look a lot nicer because you'll have the answers over here and you'll be able to just explain it. So maybe I'll just stick with this. I was trying to show you because I wanted you to see that you'll have the answers, but here you go. So the coagulation seed crystal is put in, it's a cation, it's positive charge. That was this one. And that would be your image that would show up on your screen would be something like this or whatever you have, right? Then the coagulant is attracted to the negative charge dirt particles. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. And you should have the negative selected. And so that's the way coagulation works, is that the positive seed crystal grabs onto that negative charged dirt, okay? And then what happens? Here we see the actual negative charge dirt all labeled and identified, and so they grab together. The negative dirt particles are actually anions, and on the screen you would have that anion answered. And then when they clump, they are attracted through positive and negative. So this actually should look something like this on your version. You probably already have it finished. That's why I'm pushing these links to you, is you already have done this work. And so you're going to talk about, this is the final coagulation step, is where it all charge attracts to each other through the positive seed crystal of the coagulant chemical that's added from the P&G pure packet, grabbing to the negative dirt particles. And then the second step is what we call flocculation. And a lot of times different water treatment places will identify the flocculation step as the coagulation and flocculation step all together as one. And that's what the P&G packets do. But we're just stepping it out a little bit because we want to be able to be more thorough in our detail. So I'm going to just make this a little smaller here. Right now, this step of the second step is adding the flocculant. And the flocculant are these purple spaghetti noodle looking polymers, and those are time released, that they will then wrap their little arms around that coagulated clump of dirt and seed crystals. So you should have something on the screen where you have already done this, or if not, you can edit it right on the spot like I'm doing and talk about it. And then the physical property of the flocculant and coagulant all clumped together being more dense than the water, and so you should have chose that density here, will be what causes it to fall to the bottom and sink. And then that is what you see at the bottom of the treated water. It's just a bunch of clumped up dirt and flocculated, coagulated chemicals all together. That's step two. Third and final step, you should already have in your notes that chlorine kills 99.99% of all bacteria and viruses left in the water so that it is now safe to drink and disinfected. Okay, and that's it. You can also throw in that this or these P&G packets are very similar to the way city water systems clean their water on a much larger scale. The only difference you'll see is that the density of the flocculant settles down on the bottom where the clean water actually just goes through and gets filtered one more time. And then the disinfection third step is right here. And the coagulation and flocculation step is occurring right here in one. So you can just wrap all of that up together. And then additionally, city water facilities will add some fluoride for your teeth, and then they'll adjust aeration and pH adjustments and then send it out to us in our city tap water. So these P&G packets are very powerful because of the fact that they have a power of a city water treatment facility in just a tiny little packet. And that's it. So that's how you are going to do your number 5 video.